Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry, I'm just making sure everything is like up and running and going live, so just hold on for 1 second. I just need to make sure I do like my little watch YouTube, make sure it's going up. And it is, yeah. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is gonna be pretty fun, I think. Should be a really fun episode. So today I'm going to go back and do one of your favorite things that I do on this channel, which is the whole Roast My Build series. So you guys, a lot of you have submitted builds on the Discord channel. I'm actually right now kind of like working with an AI system that's kind of like built like a little, it's kind of like a little slideshow, like PowerPoint presentation style thing. And so I'm hoping that this will work. I'll be able to go through them. It's going to have taken every single photo. I can talk through each one, and then we can actually do it in this fashion rather than me just scrolling down through Discord. Bear with me if we have any technical difficulties, but that's the plan. So apparently it's going to keep updating. So if you keep dropping your builds into Discord, it is going to keep putting them into PowerPoint presentation. I don't know if that's going to work, so I don't want to promise anything, but please do that if you are right now watching, because last time we were doing this, the last 3 times I've done this, I think, we almost get more submissions during the actual live stream than we do prior to the live stream. I think we've got about 25 different builds already to go through. So we've got plenty of content to do, but obviously do keep dropping them. I'll try and get through as many as I possibly can. One thing to bear in mind on this as well, guys, is that this is all in jest. I am going to be mean, I'm sure, to some of them, and just take it with a pinch of salt. This is a roast. It's supposed to be funny. It's not supposed to be like, oh gosh, he doesn't like my build, I'm going to go home and cry. Please don't do that. I'm just trying to be brutally honest, and I'm going to try and err on the side of being more mean than nice, if that makes sense. Other thing we're going to do is actually do a members giveaway. So I actually didn't do it on Monday this week. That was normally when we do the live streams on the channel. But today I've got a few items we're going to be giving away. We're going to give away one of these EMG little stands here for one of your AR replicas, if that's what you have. I've got a couple of these Pine Shot little pieces here. If I get my face out of it, they actually, okay, it's not going to want to focus on them, but these actually carry little shotgun shells, so that's really cool. So I've got one of those that I'll give away, maybe 2, depends how we're feeling. And then the other thing we have is this biometric trigger lock. This is one of the ones that Onay sent me. It's free, they gave it to me for free, so you've seen me make videos, they send it to me for free, I do a review on it, and then this is what I do with a lot of the members on the channel. We give you guys away free stuff that I'm not going to use. I'm not going to do a wall mount, and this thing is like a wall mount trigger lock, so that's going to be another thing for a member. I probably will also do like our $30 Badger merch gift card as well. So that will come at the end, or if we're kind of like going through and we've got too much going on, I will try and maybe pop one in here and there. I've got all the names of the members. If you would like to be included in that, I can try and get you into the giveaway, but you're gonna have to join the channel pretty quickly for me to do that, and I'm juggling a lot of different pies here, trying to keep everything going, so there's a chance that I won't make that. Hi guys, thank you for saying hi. Nick6 is here. Tuzus Airsoft, good evening mate. RTG Magnet, do I have to verify somewhere? I think you're having an issue on submitting stuff into Discord, so I'm not sure, but I know Discord did change their laws maybe a week or 2 ago, and I think that did affect some people's access to certain things. People are submitting builds at the moment. I think there's still even some coming in now, so I don't know specifically for you, mate, but if you manage to work it out and get in there, hopefully by the time I get through the other builds, I will be actually able to kind of talk through and show yours. Bibsters, I can't get into the Discord. I tried to verify, but I can't post the silly build I have. Try again now, Bibsters. I've just told the AI to actually have a look at it. Okay, hold on. Everyone's saying that they've got issues with access on the server. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to quickly just see if we've got an issue here on this one, because everyone, I've been playing around and changing out the layout of the Discord server recently, and so that may have done something. So I'm hoping Remove any restrictions. And then maybe that'll let you guys. So let me know if you guys have luck on it, because now a few people are saying they haven't got access to the server. So it's not just you, RTD Magnet. It is also a couple of other people. Octavian, good to see you, mate. Thank you for joining the stream. I am trying to sort that now. Or my AI right now is trying to sort that. So I'll try and see. What is the actual issue, guys? You're saying you can't access the server. Just posted a couple of pics, nothing special. Okay, yeah, so Epic Fail's posting in there. So is it actually like the link, guys, that's the issue to like get into it? Because if that is the case, then that's why maybe it's happening. I'll post. I'm going to quickly just share this one here. Apologies for the delay, guys. Hopefully that means people can come in here and start chatting. I think this one, maybe try that link there. Okay, yeah. So that one should put you in the entrance lobby. The one I've just put up there. So if you can try that one, guys, try and get it in there. Or that one there I've just put in as well. So yeah, apparently the bot's now sorted. This is what my AI is now telling me. So let me know in the chat, guys, if it stops. I'm going to start the actual thing that we're doing here so that we can kind of get on with it. But do tell me if there is an issue, and I'll try and continue to do like live fixing as I'm talking to you. I've got some really big stuff coming on the channel as well at the moment, guys. So I've got some updates to give you if we have enough time. Right, so what we are going to do is we're going to start with the first build. What I'm doing is basically going back through the build submissions channel in the Discord server. I'm going to go down through it. And, I'm going to where we last got to. And I think the last time we did this was about a month ago. So I think it was like the 9th of February. So as far as I'm aware, the first version that we have to review is this one from Kyobo. So if you look here, guys, I don't know if you think this is pretty awesome, but I think this is pretty awesome. We've got it set up here, as you can see, with the photo, which is just above my head, so I'm going to be roasting that. We've also got the person's name that submitted it over in the far corner, and then below that, whatever you wrote in the post should pop up there. So I'm hoping that this is going to work. Anyway, this is from Kyobo. This looks to me, he didn't actually give us any information on this one, so it looks to me like this is it's some form of AR-based platform. It looks like it's an AEG, just kind of from what I can see. I kind of like the old school factor of it. The two-tone, though, I'm not sure. If it was kind of like a darker, cool, like FDE, I'd be like, yeah, that would be awesome. But that is definitely not. It just seems to me like a bit of a weird color. You're also mixing like a gray dust cover, gray stock tube, then with this kind of weird yellow FDE and that black. I do love like that kind of old school Picatinny rail, and I hate that foregrip. I've had a couple of them because I've looked at them and I've thought I would love that on one of my builds, and when I actually hold it, for me it's the most uncomfortable thing ever. You can tell me that I'm wrong and you can disagree with me, but I think that is probably one of the worst things to have on there. EOTech, great, and then you've got a very weird plastic looking kind of like riser thing. A magnifier thing, which is quite strange. But I do kind of like that retro style. So I'm going to give this we'll give this a 5 out of 10. We'll start there on the middle line, 5 out of 10. I love the sunglasses in the background, and I don't know what this drink is, but I definitely like that. Obviously, this is also taken in a safe zone. So this is a guy that plays, which we do like. I also just saw we had a little like ping up in the corner that said new submission. So that's kind of awesome that that's working. Anyway, next one. Right, this is from Ghost, submission number 2. Again, he didn't say anything. It looks like this is a Glock 17 Gen 5, I would say it's probably an Elite Force. very standard pistol, probably the most standard pistol that you could get. The Holosun I do like. It's kind of got an RMR cut slide, which is cool. I would have put the like Talon grips on there just so you got a little bit more grip. And actually I do like that light on there. The trigger's good. So I'd say this is kind of a generic boring Glock, but I do like the attachments. The Holosun fits it nicely, and then you've obviously got that light. I can't tell what that light is. And then he's obviously upgraded the trigger as well, because that does look quite nice, how that's kind of got that little gold inlay. So for that, I'll give you a 7. You can have a 7 for that, Ghost. Well done. Right, Kyobo's back. We've got another submission from the same guy. And again, he's gone with this very weird yellow FDE. Okay, so RTD Magnet says channel still doesn't show. People are submitting right now, it seems, because I've just had 2 more come in. So hopefully that is starting to work. But click on the links that I put up above there, and then if they're not working, keep letting me know. Void Kings, click on the link that I've put there under the 6mm Badger, go into the Discord, go to build submissions. You can put it in there. Anyway, back to this, Kyobo. You've done a horrible job there of painting this orange flash hider. That is awful. I don't know why you've got a zip tie just kind of randomly attached to the side of the rail there. Again, you love your little like grey, weird yellow to then FDE tan to black mix. Maybe that's just like your style or like how you run your build, so that's fine. This like, what is it? Is this like almost like an Elcan EOTech kind? I think it's ACOG. I think it's an ACOG with like a cover on it. It seems. So yeah, I mean, that's fine. I would have a riser on it. But yeah, just a very, again, to me, quite generic build. And again, I don't like this hand grip. I'm sure it's comfortable, but it's probably like the bulkiest, weirdest thing. It's one of those ones where you twist the bottom of it as well. So you can have a 4 for this, Kyobo. That's what I'm going to give you on that one. Right, Luke Nobaka. VFC M727. You've already got me with that first little sentence right there. So it's got a Holosun LE117IR. I don't know what that is. It's like an old school looking Holosun by the looks of it. A 660p clone. Is that the light? Yeah, with an IR filter for night vision on a C7 triad rail from G&G, aimpoint 9000L, and because I can't find a 5000 or a 300. So he's obviously, I do like these retro builds, I have to say. Like at the moment, they seem very, very popular. I don't know why you've done some weird taping around different parts of your very cheap looking sling. It looks to me like that is, yeah, just something that you've pulled out of like a bargain bin and then taped up to make it kind of like look and feel cool. I suppose you've tried to like tie it in with some tape, which is maybe for wire control, I'm presuming, on the actual hand grip. I do like this though, an M727. It's kind of got the carry handle. I do like the mount, how you've put that there with the optic. I don't like the grip on it. I would change that out, even though I know you're kind of keeping it to that retro look. So yeah, I'll give it a 7. I think it's a cool retro build. It's a VFC, so when I look at it and I hear VFC AR like that, I already know the trigger's gonna feel amazing when you pull it. The recoil's gonna feel amazing. I know those old school style stocks that they have on them actually, to me from this picture, look bad, but I've got one of my own on that Olympic Arms AR-15, and it feels awesome, and I really like it. So I like that. So yeah, I appreciate the like staying true to form. The sling, however, I don't know, maybe it's some like nice sling that I'm just not aware of at all, but to me that doesn't look fantastic. I would definitely change that out, and I change the grip as well, because I just think those things are just super uncomfortable. Right, next one, Tuzite. I think I'm done with the build, or should I add more? So this is a Spear LT, 11.5 inch, I think. It's annoying that it is on its side because I'm now having to turn my head to look at it. So please next time just submit it straight. Or I should have told my AI, like actually straighten everything out, because it can do that now. It's pretty crazy what AI can do. Let me just check the things as well, guys. I did click them both. Let me know if you want to get it to work. Okay, so Elijah, you're helping RTD. That's really nice, mate. Thank you very much. Is the create a thread button? What's the only option I have to submit anything? I tried to leave and come back and it seems the same. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's definitely annoying. People are submitting builds because we're getting them coming in. So I don't know whether to like refresh the server, something along those lines. You know what I can do actually is I can just message my AI on here, and I'll just say people still having issues. See if he can help you out. It should be as you're going in there. Maybe try leaving the actual Discord and then coming back in. Still having issues getting in and submitting. I'm getting from Discord. Sorry guys, I know it's hard to like watch me probably do nothing and look down. You can look at actually Tuzate's beautiful build while I'm doing it. Okay, yeah, so Fidgety, yeah, are you having issues getting into there, or are you got in there fine? Okay, so that's weird that he's in there fine. So maybe if you tried to join a little bit of time ago, leave the actual server, go back and click on that link again, join in. I think it was having an issue, maybe not assigning roles. Anyway, I'm going back to this. I do like this a lot. I like that it is a Spear LT because I love it. I'm presuming this is going to be an APFG. It is a gas blowback because you can see that he has put a gas blowback adapter in there, an HPA adapter for gas blowback. It's a very similar setup probably to what I would do. I really like that stock. Even though you've got it in tan, I think I've got mine in black. So it's kind of cool that you've got a tan version of that. QD sling mounts, love it. You've got a flashlight on the front there. I'm not sure entirely which flashlight it is. Little foregrip there positioned with where the thumb press is. Only thing for me is that little optic on the top, that T2 style red dot, it's too kind of closed for me. I like having something a bit open and bigger, or I'll go down the LPVO route. You're obviously running it as a gas blowback HPA. I have kind of gone off that weirdly. I loved that for a long time, and I think if you are playing outdoors or you're playing in certain environments, that's the way to run a gas blowback. But for right now, I've gone like full gas blowback. So because it's not everything for me, I'll give you an 8 for that one. Again, it's kind of kept in, I like the color scheme, keeping everything like together, the browns and the blacks, sorry, the browns and the FDE. So yeah, you can have that. Right, next one. Oh, we're sticking in the SIG family right now. Darth Chris DK. Darth Chris Dick. Some shots of my prow. I also have the APFG coming, and I might move all the attachments over to it once I have. So I actually think I saw this briefly in the server, and I saw it, and he said prow, and I actually responded to him as like, how do you get this mag on the prow? Because I've got those weird prow mags. I actually sold my prow to a friend for a very good price recently because he wanted an XM7, and I've actually got 3 of them, or a XM5, XM7. So I actually sold him that one, and I've kept my Toxicant and I've kept my APFG. So I've kind of let mine go, but it definitely did very well when I had it. In terms of attachments, I think you've gone very standard, but also exactly what I would do. The suppressor is great, but also that makes it very long. Foregrip, again, it's the Magpul MVG one. I love those. You've got like an NGAL style, like an NGAL on the front with then a Surefire, again, EOTech with a riser. Only things I would have changed is I changed that stock and I would change that grip. Apart from that, I think you've done a very, oh, sorry. I want to look at these first. Apart from that, I think you've done a very good job. And also very artistic photography here. You've really kind of like gone properly into this, which I definitely appreciate. And you've given us some close-ups, high quality camera. I presume these are repros because it just looks like they might be repros to me. They're not quite as like official EOTech looking, but I think you just need to change that grip, take that out and put something else and change that stock and you'd have it. So I'll give you an 8 for that. It's actually a pretty nice one. Okay, what is this Normac? well, at least was before I replaced a TM high kappa, or at least it was before I replaced everything. Okay, so Chris Dick, you did say it's repros. Yes, it is. Okay, great. So I did get that right. It's like vision wise, it's kind of good that I'm getting that. Let me know, guys, if you are still having issues getting into. Bibster's still having issues getting in, apparently. Is it the create a thread button? No, it should just be going to submit your build. We're up to 29 still, so maybe people are having issues. Yeah, it should just on the top left. I think I moved it to the top stream on the channel, or the top channel filter thing, channel thread. And it should just say submit my build, and you should just be able to drop pictures with your description in there. Okay, so this, I don't like it. I can see how some people do like it. I would get very annoyed with that hole in the pistol grip, with seeing the mag in and out of there. I see he's taken a picture without the mag. He's also done a very, very crafty job here of using the inner barrel to kind of position the replica, which I think is good. You can tell he does a lot of work because he's got his like workbench there with the computer and a lot of little screws and stuff around it. I mean, I think it's cool if it's like a kind of like RoboCop style pistol. If I'm going for something this like modern and like whatever looking, I need like an optic on it probably, and I need to not have as many holes in it. I think you could use this indoors very easily. Using this outdoors, you would get so much dirt in this thing, especially if you played in Southern California where there's all the dirt and sand. Like, it would just be crawling around. I would just hate to think of rubbing that against something or accidentally dropping it. I do kind of like the trigger. It's almost like a block trigger with those two little holes cut into it. I don't like the difference in color between your actual grip and the magwell. That for me is not great. So yeah. So I'll give you a 4 for that, just because it's not my style. I'm sure it shoots great because apparently it's, you know, used to be a high kappa but is now gone to that. Okay, I'm Det. This is a very, very professional delivery. Very, very, very professional delivery. So I'm Det, my own Glock built from the ground up. Okay, so a P80 frame, Garda SAI. Like, I like it, kind of. It's a Salient Arms like style. I'm a bit mixed on Salient Arms. Some of their stuff I like, some of their stuff I just think it's awful. But it's a TM Glock, so it's a TM base, and then you've replaced the slide on it and stuff like that. So I kind of appreciate that. I like the trigger, I like the light on it. Compensator, I'm not sure about. I think that would look a lot cooler without that compensator on there. I do like how you've got the grip and then that little extended magwell there, so extended mag base. It needs an optic on it, is the only thing I would say. If you had like a nice little red dot on the top there, like an RMR cut version of this slide, I would like that a lot more. But like, I like this style of pistol more for me. This is more like the Milsim kind of cool style. That Surefire light is pretty chunky, isn't it? Almost everything is Garda, neck speed, 120% recoil spring. I love it, but I do think, I love how I do this where I spend a ton of money, I redo something, I build it up, and then it breaks because you're just changing everything and it's not how it's been designed or engineered. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this one. For me, 2 changes. I would take off that compensator and I would put a optic cut slide or have some form of optic on there. Other than that, I like it. And you can have an 8 for that, Mr. I'm Det. Well done. Right, a second one from him. He's definitely got this like style of like submitting the like if you look at the first photo that we saw in a safe zone, just a picture on the actual desk. I do like that it's in the safe zone and it's mid-game. However, this is definitely going to another level where he's done like some artistic design, like almost like a poster, like he's trying to sell it. In fact, maybe he is trying to sell it, which is why it's on here. This one I don't like as much. It looks like some kind of weird space weapon. It's got so much stuff on it. That stock for me is awful. It's kind of like chunky, weird scar foot with like is it folding? It looks to me like it's like a folding stock, but it's just got this massive fat like thing on it. It's almost like you've gone with a super skinny mag and then you've got like the fattest base on a stock you've ever found. I don't like the suppressor on it. The coolest AEG I've ever built. Okay, well that, again, it's an AEG, so I don't like that. A TPA brushless motor, 8mm bushings, brushing QDGB, I don't know what that means. Piston and piston head from SHS, G&G G2 gearbox, yeah, so that's all the internal stuff. I'm sure it shoots great. I'm sure it's a super fast firing, but it looks to me like you've kind of taken like a compact thing and then you've just thrown so many things on it, it looks like it's drowning. So I'm going to give you a 3 for that one, that ARP9. I'm not a big ARP9 guy anyway. Right, Hitman 45. Okay, VFC AKS 74U, a 5KU Putnik Waldo Crimson NPAS, and a Crydex Gear Sling. Okay, so it's a very, very standard VFC AKS 74U. So I love the VFC AKS 74U. If you haven't looked at the channel, you haven't watched it, you may not have seen, but I have a lot of debates with people who tell me how I've ruined my VFC crink or my AK crink because I have changed out the wooden handguard, I've modernized it, I've made it, in my opinion, look a lot cooler. But I can kind of see it from both sides. This guy's kind of done the opposite, which I do appreciate. I do think that this Putnik can looks pretty awesome on it. But one thing I would say is, in terms of effort, it's not like a separate photo that you've submitted. You've just taken a photo someone's taken of you and then actually like half cut your head off just to kind of zoom in. So submission points you're losing on that. And then the other thing I would say is like, it's basically all stock apart from you've stuck a suppressor on it in terms of externals, because obviously you said you put an MPAS in there, but it's basically all stock other than putting a suppressor on it and a sling. So there's not a huge amount of build that seems to have gone into it, and you put tape on the mag. Okay, we'll give you a point for that. So I'm going to give it a 7, but it's more a 7 because I actually really like the AKS 74U from VFC, and I do like how you've kind of kept it that classic look. And to be honest, you have tied in your outfit pretty well with it. So we'll give you a 7 on those points alone. Next one, Kyobo. Right, Kyobo. Oh my gosh, he's back again with another. You're obsessed with this weird color, obviously. My most recent setup on my SR25. So we've seen this. This is the same SR25. He's just kind of changed it out. So I'm going to leave you at that. I think we gave you like a 4 on that last one. I need to remember properly. But I'm going to leave you on that 4 because it looks like maybe you've just stuck a bipod on it and then put a PEC unit on the front. And actually the stock is better, but still the amount of different shades of FDE and like tan in this, I just can't get over, and it's got no trademarks on it. So you're getting a 4. Right, Almez. Okay, no description, let the build speak for itself. Well, there's 1, 2, 3 builds here, it looks like, and then you've got a very stock standard looking AAP01. So we're not going to grade the AAP01. It's a very good pistol, it's $100, but you have done nothing to it that I can see. The top one here, I mean, it's also a picture that's quite hard. I don't have the option to zoom into it, which I've kind of messed up on this one. I've just realized we need that option on the next AI build out. The top one, I do like the setup in terms of having that little T2 dot on that high riser over. It's almost like, you know, those Hydra mounts. It's kind of like that, but been done a little bit nicer. Attachments wise, you've got that claw on the front, which is kind of cool. And it looks like a Daniel Defense pistol grip, a very extended mag, but I don't really know what it is other than that. It's a PDW stock, kind of, with not being a PDW stock because the stock's tube is exactly the same length. I don't know what to think about it. And again, I can't really see the suppressor, but it looks like you've got a wrap on the top of it. I'm going to give it a 6. Next one you've got is a PPK-19. That I do actually kind of like, even though the sight on it, you've gone with that same style with that PEC unit centrally located with a sight just behind it, but the sight is huge. I mean, that thing is like the same size as the actual like receiver of the replica. That stock also looks very, very weird to me. I would kind of, I don't know, it just look, I know it's kind of that AK style, but for me it's just a bit of like a weird, I don't know. It just looks weird. Is it actually a... That actually could be like a VFC AKS7. No, it's not, because it's obviously got a PP19 style mag. I think that's probably like a WellPro PP19 that you've put a kit on it. That'd be my guess for what that is. And then you've got the monster can. I'm going to give you the 7 points just because of the monster can there. And also I do like the grip. But other than that, it's a bit of a weird one. And then the one at the bottom is actually longer in the back than it is at the front. Again, it's kind of like a weird FDE with that gray. And then this micro RMR red dot stuck like halfway through. I don't like that at all. I also don't like the angle of the grip. You can have 3 points for that one. And then I'm not going to grade your gear. Out of the 3 options you've got there, Almez, I will give your middle one the top points. That's the one that's going to be the one that's going to do that. Uh-oh. We've had technical break on Craves. Okay, so Craves, I'm sorry, mate, but for some reason your photo is not loaded, so I feel very bad. Maybe try and resubmit it if you're watching this right now, and it should come to the back because it says old school 2013, so I do quite want to know what that looks like. Next we have Craves' next version, so maybe this is just the same version and my AI has messed it up, because this does look pretty old school. I do like this. I do like it because, again, it's got that retro feel to it. You've got an ACOG on the top there. You've got this hand... Actually, no, I hate this hand grip. If you've got an actual handguard that is that big and that plastic and that polymer, don't stick another massive thing below it. I know probably, again, it's that retro style. And again, you've done an awful job here, it looks like, with this orange flash hider. That needs to be taken off and replaced with something, not painted. You've also got like a CTR stock on it, which I think is more modern than 2013. And I don't like the angle on this grip, but it is a mag pull and it'll do the job. I'll give you a 7 for this. Again, this is kind of weird, isn't it, with this like strange bit here. I just hate that you've got this on here. If it didn't have that little hand grip on here, you'd be like an 8. But you're going to have a 7 for that. I also do like that you've got paracord attached here for the sling mount. That is kind of cool. And it says G&G Airsoft made in Taiwan. Okay, so that's going to confirm that you do not have a good score, because if it's a build and it says G&G Airsoft Taiwan on there, I think there needs to be some kind of covering up of that. It doesn't have to be painted, but you should find some way of getting rid of that, because it's got Airsoft written on it, and that's not a good build. Okay, so Rico is here with a GHK SPR, gets the job done like no other. I love it. His actual replica's got its own tagline, which is fantastic. He's also taken a picture of it in the box, so we're getting a good idea of what this looks like in the box. I like it, but I would say if I was doing this build, I would paint it. It is cool, but obviously if you're doing this like SPR, DMR build, it's going to stick out in most environments. It looks like something a police officer would use to me. You have got, what's this NF company again? I've got a mind blank. Very expensive optic, if that is real. And I can't think of the name of it right now. Why can't I think of the name of it? Someone put it in the chat right now, what the name of the actual... NF. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, you've got bipod on there, you've got rail covers, you've got this little hook on the front here. I do quite like that. I like the grip because it's a Magpul K2 or K2 Plus. Stock fits it really well. Nice little QD mount, and yeah, I'll give you an 8. An 8, yeah. I would go 9. That's GHK gas blowback. Yeah, you're having an 8. I almost went 9 there, but to be honest, it's not something I would build, so you're not going to get that close. So you're having an 8. Well done. Oh, Supreme. We've got... What are these issues that we're having here? Okay, so maybe you did a post that it didn't have a picture, so that's why it's done that. That's what I'm going to presume. Right, Cutter is here. A majorly upgraded Elite Force Wrecked Blaster. I don't know what to think. I mean, it's cool. It's not my thing. Literally looks like a Halo gun, doesn't it? I mean, I suppose if you're like LARPing and you're doing some kind of like, you know, future Space Force kind of like thing, then yeah, go for it. And the mag definitely plays into that. But I don't know. I'm not the one who's gonna... Because of its like authenticity and it does gel quite well together, to be honest, I'd probably take that sight and I'd put something a bit more modern looking on it. That would be my only feedback on that. The uncustomizability of this thing is kind of crazy. Like, you know, you're not changing the grip on that thing. You're not changing or putting attachments on it really at all. You've kind of done what you're going to do, which is it's got a Picatinny rail on it, which to me, again, is pretty weird. But then you've also put a suppressor on there. I'll give you a 6. You can have a 6 for that one, Cutter. Right, first Pioneer Group LLC, 1LC, not LLC. Here we have a black and white photo and we have a color photo. So I'm going to go off the color photo. You've got 3 builds here, and this again is really annoying. But you're going to score highly on it. Very good paint job. I really love the Manta suppressor cover that you've got like running into that. I love that you've got this like tape going around it. I think that plays into it really nicely. It's actually like a really skeleton cut rail on this thing. Like it looks like there. I probably wouldn't run an LPVO on something that length. I'd go with something a bit more regular, but it looks good. And I love how the paint kind of matches it. Very vertical foregrip. The actual stock's nice. Yeah, you can have a 9 for that one. And this, which is like an AK-74M, again, you've got your tape out, you've got an EOTech on the top of it, and this kind of cool suppressor. I give you a 7.5 for that one. And you've kept that old school stock on there. Let me just see it on this one. You actually haven't got it on this one. And then you've just got a standard Glock Gen 3, it seems like, with a flashlight on the bottom of it. So yeah, so you get a 7.5 and a 9. That's a pretty good score. That's first Pioneer Group 1LC. Well done on that one, mate. Done well. Okay, Cutter's back with... Okay, he's taken the same build and then added some red to it. I mean, the red... Did you get a 6 before? You can have half a point for the red. So red accents on the Rect Blaster. You can have it's 6.5 now instead of being 6. There you go. Okay, so this my APFG Spear LT 13.1 two-tone black rail. What does that mean, two-tone black rail? Upper, lower, dark grey. So, as in it's not a two-tone black rail. Oh, it's two-tone, the rail's black, and then the thing's grey. I can't really tell that in this photo, which is kind of annoying. I would have liked it maybe with a different lighting where I could have seen that a bit better. I do like the idea of that. Clutch hop-up with a 4UAD hop-up bucking and a new inner barrel, great. Yes, I know. K2 grip. I don't like the grip on it. I've got one of those stocks, one of the SIG stocks, and I do actually like how they look. I didn't used to, because again, it's kind of a bit more like that Scar Ugg boot kind of look. I do kind of like it now, but I would say what annoys me is this little rattle you get on it. I've actually also got one of those foregrips that you can 3D print, and I don't like that. My thing, okay, my gripe with this is going to be the fact that you've gone two-tone black and grey throughout, and then you've stuck a PEC 16. I think that's that one. It's the bigger, like, chunky one on top that is in, like, an FDE tan color. Like, that has thrown the build off completely. If you're going to go black and grey, like Stealth Man, then don't do that and don't put that on there. That's kind of my thing. The green sling I don't mind as much. You also have the little hooks, what are they called? The little mag hook things on the bottom of your mags. I can't remember the name of them. I haven't seen those for a while. I actually loved those when I first saw them, or loved the idea of them. Ended up putting them on a few of my like AEG mags when I first got them, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, and then ended up taking them off because they just annoyed me. So I haven't seen those in a while, but I kind of appreciate them. And then you've actually got a flashlight on the side here. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know why you've done this bit. That bit for me has kind of ruined it a little bit. So I will give you a 7 out of 10 for that. I want to get some bad ones in here because I haven't really got any ones where I'm like, this is disgusting. Okay, so we got 2 AKs. This is from Operator Death Monkey. Again, he's given us no info. It looks like they're gas blowback AKs. It looks like probably both VFC. You have a stock AKS-74U. He's done a very nice job of cutting the foam on his case, which I appreciate. What is Future Ball? Okay, that is going to be another build that he's got out of the frame. Looks like an HK416. But we're not grading that. We're grading these two. Okay, so it looks like he's got an HPA adapter and 2 AKs. The bottom one looks stock. So you can have your standard 5 points for that. I can't see any changes that have been made for that. The top one looks like you've changed the grip out. You've put a foregrip on it. but again, I can't see much difference. So if you could have written an actual, what do you call it, a description of what's been put on here, that would have been fantastic. But for right now, that's going to get a flat 5 because you've got 2 very good replicas, but I can't see a huge amount of build that's gone into it. If I was grading your box cutting ability, the foam cutting ability, you get a 10. Connor, a TM CQBR MWS. Okay, so he's taken a CQBR MWS and he has changed out a lot, but he has not changed out the grip. So that's a big negative right there. You should have changed the grip out and made it something a bit more modern. You've changed the rail and put like a URGI style M-LOK rail on there, which I like a lot. This is actually very similar build to my NGRS. I've got an NGRS CQBR and I've done a very similar thing. Basically the same stock and the same rail on it. So my TM isn't gas, that one isn't gas. I like the attachments on the front with the PEC unit and with your flashlight. You have got an LPVO on a CQBR, which I think is a bit weird. I would definitely put that on a longer build. It almost looks like the actual barrel is longer than a CQBR as well. I don't know if you've taken the CQBR and then replaced the actual... You've replaced everything that makes it a CQBR, i.e. the like handrail and the barrel. I don't really like those hand grips, like the C-clamp little hand grips. And I don't like that your Vortex LPVO is the wrong color. If you're going to go like all black, go all black. If you're going to mix some tones in, maybe like make the stock something a bit different. Maybe make like the grip something a similar color to where that is. So you can have a 6 for that one. I'll give you a 6 for that one. Cutter is back again. Okay, this one I like it. Ooh, okay, newest acquisition, an Ares AR308L Deluxe kit. I like it because it is a very cool color. I love the trigger on it. It's obviously not a gas blowback, which is gonna, you know, if I'm only grading on whether it's a gas blowback or not, then it's gonna be pretty low. The LPVO on that seems very far forward. Like, I don't know if you can get a good sight picture on that, but that looks to me like that is like halfway up the replica, and I don't know how you would stick your head far enough forward to actually like see into that. I normally almost have the rear of my LPVO or my optic sitting above like where the charging handle is, in line with there. And that for me, for like an optic of that size, is kind of normally where that sits right. So I don't know where that is. Obviously you've kept the iron sights on it, so maybe it had to go that far forward, but I'd love to see you holding that and then like putting your head to it. Maybe it's something to do with like the unadjustable stock and where your head sits with that. I don't know. But I love the style of it. I love the color of it. I like the mix of the black and that kind of gold tan. Very long suppressor on it. It's a big boy, this one. And then I do also like the rail covers black mixing in there. So I'll give you a 9 for that one, Cutter. That's a good one. Okay, 616. Right. Oh, so Connor's here for the 6. You'll take a 6. You should tell me if you've extended the barrel on that one, mate. I kind of am interested to see if that is the actual barrel that is original or if that is an outer barrel that you've changed out. I would kind of like to know that. Airsoft and Laughs, yes, this is live, mate. So welcome. Good to see you. You just got home from school. Welcome home from school. My kids are about to get back from school as well. Okay, so right, we have from 616 here a TM, AKM, and an AKX. I love both of these because I have both of these. And I am going to like it because you've done some cool stuff to them. So I think the top one is your AKX. No, the top one is your AKM. You've put like a Zenit Coast style foregrip on it with the Manta suppressor. I think that thing is going to be very front heavy, but I do like it a lot. You've also changed out the stock on it. You've done a lot on this thing, like a lot. You've done quite a bit as well, or you've done the stock on, and you've done less on your AKX. Your AKM, you've done quite a lot on. So I'm gonna grade you on your AKX, not on your AK. Sorry, I'm gonna grade you on your AKM. Sorry. Okay, you've given me multiple here. So I'm going to grade you on your AKM, which is the top one, the longer one. And I will give you a 9 for that because I love the Manta suppressor cover on there. I like this little foregrip. You've got a light on there, this little PEC unit sitting further back. I can't see that forward that front sight post, so I don't know where that's gone. I'm not the biggest fan of the sight on here and how far forward it sits. You've got a charging handle cover, K2 plus style kind of like Magpul grip there, and then you've got the extendable or the adjustable stock. So I'm giving you a 9 for that one. This is your yep, so that sounds right. 5KU handguard. Yep, your Prow XM5. Okay, so is this the same one we've seen? No, it's not. So this is what the first Prow should have done. Changed out this, which is, have we frozen or are we going? Yeah, we're good. Changed out the grip and the stock. Like, this is exactly what should have happened. In fact, if this is the same build, and I think it might be, but now he's changed out the stock and the thing. Let me just have a look here. It looks to me like this could be the same build with a different mag, and now he's actually changed out the things that matter. So I'll give you an 8 for this, because this is almost exactly the same as my Toxicant build. I've got SIG ones here instead, but otherwise it's pretty much the same as my Toxicant build. I love how you put the costs here in pounds, and you're stacking up to what, like 3.5 grand here, almost 3 grand. So that's, again, shows you how expensive Airsoft is, and that's just for the replicas. That's not including, actually no, the AKX and the AKM. Okay, no, it is including attachments. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Luke Nabaka, VFC M727. Okay, I like it. I swapped a flat top upper, lower is mostly stock besides replacement trigger. A2 grip still on there, disgusting. Because I realized it's just fine. It's not fine. That's horrible. You should take that off immediately. Might replace it with an ergo grip if I finally decide otherwise. Yes, so let this moment right here, Luke Nabaka, be that moment. I am telling you to change that A2 grip. It is horrible, and it's just the most uncomfortable, weird angled thing. And I know it's like a classic retro look, but you've kind of, you don't need to keep that. I know you've maybe kept the retro stock, so you want to like try and keep it in there. I don't know why there's a patch attached to the side of it. I hope that's not actually attached to the replica, and that's actually something that's like there separately. That would be fantastic. Yeah, okay. Swap it back to an A2. CAC suppressor. I like the suppressor. I wouldn't have gone something for so long, because this thing is a long boy now. And I love this Mark 18 style like rail, like the actual like compact little Picatinny rail. I don't like this foregrip. It looks to me like this thing would be very, very front heavy because you don't have much of a weight in the back. This is a fake EOTech here as well. I'll give you a 7.5 for this one. There's a lot of like 7.5s that we're getting on this one. Right, Grimlock. Okay, wow. This is an AAP01 conversion with a FireWad carbine kit. I knew it as soon as I saw it, because if you haven't seen some of the stuff on the channel, I've done FireWad stuff here before. So this is basically an AAP01 if you can't see from like what the look of the grip is. He's done an HPA conversion with the FireWad like look on it. It's a proper build, as in he hasn't just kind of gone online, paid for this stuff and then like got it. He's actually like fully built this out himself. I like how there's a lot of other stuff here as well above, like motors and stuff that he's actually doing. It is a very standard FireWad build. He hasn't put anything other than like a little foregrip and a suppressor on it yet. But I'm going to give you an 8 just because you've done a lot of work on that. Oh, and you put a little stock on there. I'm not sure I like how that stock fits with that. That'd be my one like little bit of feedback. But I do like FireWad stuff. I like that you've kind of built an HPA PDW with an AAP01. It's a lot of work, so you can have that score. Right, Guard Sniper 87. Okay, right, so the top is a Systema PTW Max CQBR. I mean, you definitely got some very, very cool different paint techniques. The bottom one is a little bit weird because it looks like the stock is like something out of like a galaxy far, far away. Like black with like kind of stars like flying through it. I way prefer, I actually like the paint job on the top one more. I love this whole thing where you like lay like an actual netting on it and then you spray. It just seems to work really well. I just like that a lot. So I like your painting a lot. I think that foregrip on the top one, the Systema, looks very weird. It almost looks like, you know, those balls ones that you get people who 3D print. They 3D print like the little like testicles that are hanging off the bottom. It reminds me of that with that kind of like flare thing there. I do like the GBRS mount. I hate that stock, and I hate the A2 the grip. It also looks like you've just kind of like taken that mag and just sprayed a spray on it for one time. And the color of your EOTech is also very weird. You're gonna have a 6 for the top one. 7. I'll give you a 7 because the paint job's good. Bottom one, I actually like the setup of this a lot more. I don't know why you have got a QD sling point and then got a clip attached to a QD sling point. Just attach the sling directly to the actual QD point and then remove the QD point. I don't know why you do that. Bad lever there. I like it, but you should paint that if you're going to paint everything else. Same with the switch. I like the paint on this. It's just not quite as good. The grip's better and it's a bit of a weird stock. Again, you've gone with the GBRS like Hydra mount, and I like that. And you've got an Axon Unity switch on it. I like that as well. And a PTS Dead Air Soundman. And you've got that reverse BCM grip. So I'll give you for that one an 8. You can have an 8 for that. Right, Hitman 45. We're getting close to the end, guys. I know people are coming in here now saying, where do I submit my builds? We had issues with the Discord. Like, everyone was supposed to submit by 11 a.m. this morning. So just submit in there once we fix it and you'll be in the next video. And if we get enough submissions, I'll do one next week. If not, it'll probably be 2 or 3 weeks. But for right now, I can't take more build submissions. There is a link there. And if you get it in there, some people are having issues like actually getting the submissions in. Some issue with the Discord, which is kind of annoying and weird that that's happening. I'm not getting any like updates from it now. But if you put it in there, technically it will apparently put it into this little like thing that I've got, but we haven't seen it go up past 31 in a few minutes. So, all right. So Hitman 45 has got a VFC AK-74M, which is cool. Again, is this the same guy from earlier? It is, because he's got the same red tape on the actual replica, it looks like. A Watson et OGL. I do like the optic and the like light laser combo setup on this thing. And then he's got a 5KU suppressor on there again, which I like. I like the build a lot. Yeah, I think it's cool. It definitely, even though I was giving him hate earlier for like submitting his other one as a picture of himself with it, as opposed to actually just being the build by itself, I think that the actual like camo on this really does make that build look a lot cooler, especially when you see the tape on it. So that one I'm gonna give a 9 to. You can have a 9 for that, Hitman. Well done, mate. Oh, we had a broken image for this one. Epic fail for some reason, mate. New stock for the Mariama MP9. Try and resubmit it again, Epic, if you're watching, because for some reason it's broken that actual image. Felicia needs more mags. I don't know what that means, but I presume it's the Mariama MP9 and then it's got some new attachments to it. I've got a Mariama MP9. You've probably seen my videos on it. But yeah, I'm sorry, Epic. I don't know why that's not working. 616 is back with a Glock 45, my favorite Glock. It's got a Maple Leaf 6.02 millimeter inner barrel with a quantum rubber, exactly what I would do. A quad trigger, again, I've done that on mine, and a magwell and compensator. That compensator is actually pretty cool. Like, it fits into the build really well. And I like the magwell and I like the base plate on the mag. So it's my favorite Glock, guys. You're going to have a 9 for that, mate. We're going to give you, let's just have a little look here again and just, what the? Okay, right, we're having issues here. Like, the whole thing's gone mad. I think this is actually what we had from, this is from Epic. So Epic, I can actually grade your thing, it looks like, mate. I don't know how, but the AI has gone crazy. It's blocked everyone from putting stuff in the Discord, and it has now decided to just put random photos anywhere. But this is a Mariama MP9. I will tell you, I like everything about it up until the front part. I don't know what that is on top of the suppressor. It looks very, very strange. I presume it's a laser light kind of combo thing. This actual, what's it called? The actual optic on it also looks very, very strange. I don't know. It to me looks very, very front heavy, like super front heavy. I love that you've got this little B&T piece here. I'll give it a 7 because I like everything up until that weird thing you put on the front there. Okay, no, hold on, Epic, it's worked. It has worked. Okay, so like, look, we're back in the game. So now you've also said, you've also submitted this, and I don't know what this is. This looks like, what is this? This is your FAL. And I mean, I like this. This again looks kind of like AI generated. It's almost like you've taken the builds and said, put it in a cool setting. And I do kind of like that. Those I like a lot. I like the FAL a lot. Let's put it that way. It's very cool looking. And is that like a shortened mag on it? Because it's got like a mag in it, but it's a very, very short mag. Right, UC Tech, custom MTW LVAW. Okay, I like this a lot. It's HPA, which is weird. I do like these LVORs, like in terms of like how they look. I think actually mounting stuff to that would probably be a nightmare, and it probably wouldn't be that comfortable. But I do like it. I don't and I do like that you've got a Diafrico grip on it. I don't necessarily like this riser, which doesn't actually have the magnifier attached to it with the EOTech. Like if you had the magnifier on there, I think it's okay. And I don't really like the color of this riser clashing with the actual magwell piece here. So if you painted the whole thing and made it look awesome, I think this thing would look incredible. You know, like tiger stripe, like tan, this kind of thing. But I am not a big fan of this zone, and I'm not a big fan of this zone. So I'm going to give you a 6 on this one. It also doesn't really tell me what it is. A custom LVOR, but it's a HPA, but like what is it built from? Okay, we're back to epic fail again. So we've really gone a bit mental, I think, with the whole photo thing. Okay, no, 616. Okay, so we've got this one. We're back to the Glock. We can have a look at the Glock. Yeah, so 616, I do like this compensator. So you can have a 9. You have a 9. It's my favorite Glock, and you've done some cool stuff to it, so you can have a 9. Right, guys, so that's what's going to like round up this in terms of this. Don't go anywhere yet, because we are going to be doing the members giveaway. So if you weren't here for the start of the video, I'll run you through quickly what I'm going to be giving away today. We have the members, and I'll show you what this whole thing looks like. I have all of the members who are right here. All of their names are right here. If you are an elite operator, which I think is the $4.99 a month like thing, then you get your name entered 3 times into every single giveaway. If you are a squad member, which is like Max here, then your name is entered once. Everyone's name is put in randomly, and then I do like a little click to spin thing. Whoever's name it lands on, they get put into, they can contact me on Discord. We communicate with each other, and I send it to you. So the first thing I'm going to be giving away today is this, which is one of these little EMG. Let me show you here in a bit closer range. It's an Evike stand. So basically you put your AR-based replica on here. It's kind of useful because most people have got some kind of AR-based replica. And so I was like, you know what, let's give it away because I'm not actually using it right now. So this thing is going to be for our first member. That is going to be the winner. So I will show you the screen. Here we go. We are going to actually first shuffle up the names. So all these names here are shuffled up, so they're in random parts. And then we're going to do a little spin. We do the who's going to win? And it is going to be Tin Tonic. I think you are a new member on the channel, mate. So congratulations, Tin Tonic. I'll write that down somewhere, will I? It's going to be one of those ones where I have to go back through the channel and write everyone's names. Going to have to watch the video back again. But Tin Tonic, if you're watching this right now, please do message me on Discord. Just let me know that you are the winner of this, which I'm going to call the mag stand, the display stand. There we go. You are the winner of that. So congratulations, mate. You are going to win that. We actually only right now have 18 members. So what I'm going to do is remove your name, I'm afraid, mate, from the next one. And we will... I'm just going to remove one. No, we'll remove all instances. Okay, cool. And then we are going to do the next giveaway, which will be, actually, we'll finish with that one. Next one's going to be this, which is the Pine Shot. It's one of these little holders. They're kind of cool because they attach to what do you call it? Molly. It'll attach to your molly, to your belt, to your plate carrier, whatever it is. And then you put your shotgun shells in here. It'll carry a couple of shotgun shells. You push this button on the top here, releases the shotgun shells. They're pretty expensive. They're pretty nice. I bought a few of them, ended up not using them. And so this one is going to be for our next member in this members giveaway. So what we're going to do now is push this button again. And the winner is... Texting. I like how that is. It says texting. Very clever. You know, like you're texting someone. Texting. Very, very good. Anyway, mate, please do message me on Discord or on Instagram if that's better for you. Just let me know that you are the member who won this, which is the Pine Shot. I'll get your email address, your address to send this to, and also your phone number, because you apparently need that for shipping nowadays. And then I'll get that in the mail to you ASAP. And finally, the last thing, which we are going to be giving away, I'm just going to remove your name tag from that one, is going to be this, which is something that was sent to me from Onays. They send me a lot of their news stuff just to do like a little review on, which works quite well because I like their stuff a lot. One of the actual boxes that they gave me, the like pistol butt boxes, I gave it to my son, and it was the palm reader. So basically it would just read the veins in his hand, and he loves it. He's like, oh my God, this is like a magic box. Keeps all his little coins in there. I've also set it up on my palm so that I can access it, and he's 4 years old. But for him, it's his magic box. His friends come there. They try and open it. They can't open it. It's a whole fun thing. This one is biometric, but it's actually done on thumbprint or fingerprint. So you set your fingerprints up. It has a wall mount, so you basically can mount one of your replicas if you want. So if you don't even use the actual trigger lock on here, you can just basically get a wall mount. So we'll do the giveaway for this one. The member who is going to win this is going to be Ty Steventon. Congratulations, Ty Steventon. Again, mate, please do message me on Discord. Message me on or Instagram, and I will get all the information from you and I will send this to you. So that is what we're going to do this week, guys, for the giveaways for the members. We normally do a giveaway every single week. I would have normally done it on Monday, but I knew I was going to do this today, so decided to do this instead. So hopefully this has been enjoyable for you, having me roast people's builds, tell them how bad it is. I didn't actually really give away that many like ones or twos, so hopefully we get some like weird, horrible ones for the next set of people putting stuff in. Let me know what you thought about the new setup as well, in terms of like we did have technical difficulties, but the setup with the, what's it called? The presentation, call it that? PowerPoint presentation where I go through. It's kind of cool that I can now do that pretty easily. But let me know if you liked that or you didn't like that, and I will, I'll try and do it again, or I'll just not do it because you won't like it. So I'll work on that. But thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you want to keep submitting builds, put them in and it will be included in the next video. All I do is go back to the last one I looked at, start going through them again. We did 32 builds today, so quite a few. Did that in an hour, so that's pretty good. But 2 minutes on each one, rattling through them. Have a great day, guys. And actually after this, I do have a video I'd love you to watch, which is going to be a video about this week's Airsoft news. It's a new kind of like style video I'm starting to do, where I'm just giving a roundup of all the news that is out there in Airsoft, and I'd love your feedback on that. If you want me to see it do it every single week, I'd love to see or know about that as well. See you all very soon. Goodbye.